Hi guys. Okay, so these are our dogs. This is Buddy. Buddy's our pit, and he is the fawn color. And then Kane is our Cane Corso, and he is this brown color with the black mask. Kane weighs about 100 to 105 pounds, and then Buddy weighs about 70 pounds. And Buddy's 5 years old, and Kane is about 4 years old. And so I just wanted to share with you all some tips in terms of feeding your dogs and how you can save some money feeding your dogs. They're very special to us. They mean a lot to us. They're part of our family. And I guess that's it, because all I'm going to talk about in this video is food. I go off and talk about a whole bunch of extra stuff, so I'm going to focus on food on this video, okay? But I just wanted you all to meet our dogs, so you'll know who I'm referring to when I talk about them in the videos, okay? All right. Okay, y'all, this is where I go to shop to get cheap meat for our dogs. Okay, so this is some of the meats and things that you can buy, like, you know, at a discount price for your dogs. They normally will put meat out in a discount rack, so like that's $2.50. And you can even go to the meat section in, that's $2.50, this is pork, in Food Giant, and ask the meat managers, you know, when do you all put out your discount meat? And they can let you know what time of day they put it out. This is $2.50 as well, and it's pork. A lot of times I find that they have a lot of pork. Beef is kind of hard to come by, but they do put beef out. Like this is was $22.66 and it's $11.50, and it's a ribeye, pack of ribeye steaks. But it's very hard to sometimes find them putting the beef. I'm gonna get this is stew meat for $4. I'm gonna get this for my dogs. But this is a way that you can you know, buy fresh food for your dog, and it doesn't have to break the bank. And the other part of it, if you know, receive SNAP or food stamps and you have a pet, well, this is another way that you can, you know, buy food for the household and then also get some stuff that your dog can eat as well. This is $4. Normally, when I buy these, they're normally $2. So this is not a good price. And what you want to do as well when it's like this type of store, they'll have a sell-by date on there and it's covered up. If you go into the regular meat section, sometimes they will have a sell-by date that's actually today or the next day, and you can take the packages to the meat counter and ask them if they're willing to discount it down, because they normally will put meats that are sell by, see like this one over here, sell by the 13th, today's the 12th, and so they've discounted it. So if you went over to the regular meat section and found full price meats with this date on it, then you can take your meat to the meat counter and ask them to go ahead and discount the meat for you, and they normally will. This is not a good price. It's normally $2 or $2.50, so I'm not going to get that. But I am going to get this stew meat. Okay, and then I'm going to show you some other things that you can also get in the grocery store that you can feed to your dog, okay? Okay, guys, so these are sliced white potatoes. They're 87 cents. This is something that you can also purchase for your dog and mix in with your protein for them. I normally get these types of things at Walmart, the Great Value brand, because they're always a lot cheaper. You can also do the cut sweet potatoes, not the ones in syrup though. You want to get the ones that are packed in water. They don't have any at this particular store, but they do have them at Walmart. And so I will put those in my dog's food as well. And then let's see, your sliced carrots. I will also get these for my dogs. I always get the store brand. They're normally cheaper. Looks like the Always Save here is 81 cents per can. Our dogs love the sweet peas. We will mix those in. And we also will use cut green beans. But what I found is when we get the cut green beans, our dogs will, one of them, our Cane Corso, he will eat and the green beans will go all over the floor. But if I get him the French style green beans and cut out, what I do is drain, I don't even drain them really. I'll use scissors, open the can up, use scissors, cut up the green beans really small, and then put them in his food, and he eats them. They don't go all over the floor. We don't feed them corn. It does not agree with them. They will eat it, but they tend to have bowel movements, and the bowel movements have all this corn in it. So we don't give them corn. I'm trying to think of anything else in the canned food section that we give them. That's just about it. Um, and you want to make sure, you know, that you get everything packed in water. And even if you can get some of the no salt added, which I see Del Monte has here, the no salt added by Best Choice, it's 92 cents. We try to stay away from salt, but the point is that you can feed your dog instead of having to buy dog food like kibble and all that out of pocket. This is another way that you can feed your dogs if you're on a budget, and you know, and use, you know, whatever other kind of means that you may have to feed them instead of having to buy kibble. Okay, and then another thing that we feed our dogs is peanut butter. We will mix that into their food sometimes, or sometimes we will use peanut butter when we're giving them their medication. But the peanut butter that we use a lot of times, like my husband may, you know, bring some or whatever, maybe a friend gave to him or whatever, and the kids don't like that peanut butter, so then we'll put it to the side and write dog on the outside of it and give it to the dogs with their dinner. And then also, if you have leftover rice, I'm talking about cooked rice here. I know I'm showing you all the dry rice, but if you have cooked leftover rice, which we have a lot because my kids don't eat rice, so I'll have rice left over in the fridge that I've cooked. You can add that into their food as well. Our dogs love rice, and what you want to do, like with our Cane Corso, because he is a very messy eater, he will eat rice, but he'll fling it all over, and it'll get all over the wall and on the floor and stuff, and we have to clean all that up. What you're going to want to do is, when you mix that rice in, use some type of broth or broth from the meat that you feed that you might have cooked for the dogs. Use the broth to kind of soften that rice up and mix it in where it becomes more of like kind of a paste, so that then if you have a messy eater, it won't be so messy when you give that particular dog rice, okay? Okay, guys, so I'm at Hollywood Feed and just wanted to show you all some of the stuff that we would buy for Buddy and Kane. We would buy the Primal Pronto and the nuggets in the refrigerated section. That answers goat milk right there. Goat's milk, we would buy that for Buddy and Kane as well. They really enjoyed it. Signature was at that time a new brand of kibble. We would buy that for them. And we also bought a Region, which is another company, and Akana, the red meat recipe, was one that they really, really enjoyed. That's a kibble. And we also did the Akana original and the lamb lamb recipe of the Akana. And we also did Taste of the Wild. We did both the kibble and the wet version of Taste of the Wild. Okay, so after trying all of that kibble and including, we did try a brand called Nom Nom, which was a company that made food just like what I had to have in my pot. They would ship real food to your dog based on his weight, breed, and all that. So there would be peas, carrots, eggs, meat, all in the food. After doing that, I decided that we were going to make the same thing that Nom Nom made at home. And so that's when I started buying meat for our dogs, and going to the discount section in certain grocery stores where they would have discount meat, and buying that meat and cooking it at home for our pets. So we still do use kibble. We buy kibble at Sam's, and it is a red meat kibble that we buy, but that's just used as kind of filler for the meats and the veggies and the eggs that we put in our dog's food, along with breads that we put in there that maybe we don't eat the end pieces of bread, so we will put that in their dog food. And so this is me just kind of showing you guys during this process what I do in terms of their meats, taking them out, putting them in their dog pot. And when you go to Food Giant or any other, Food Giant specifically, which is a grocery store here local where I am, they will have sell by date on there. And if you go to the regular price meat section and see that the sell by date is either that day or the day after or even 2 days out, you can take the meat to the meat counter and speak with the meat manager and ask him to go ahead and discount that meat down. They normally have the sell by meats. I think that they start discounting them 2 days in advance. So if today's the 11th, you will see discount meat in the discount meat section that has a sell by date of, let's say, the 13th.
okay, of that same month and year. And so they normally have beef, they normally have pork. I haven't seen too much chicken in the discount meat section. They will have sausage, they will have hot dogs and things like that. I don't purchase any of that for our dogs, nothing processed. Heavily processed and heavily salted. I will normally just get the raw, like the pork and the beef. And when I place it in their dog pot for cooking, I don't add any seasoning or anything like that. And then, I will, as it cooks and softens and all that, I'll let it cook for a long time. I will use my scissors and cut the meat up so that way, it stretches and it stretches more. It lasts longer. So we don't give them the whole steak or anything like that. We cut it up, chop it up, so that way we can just, place it over their food and it lasts for a long time. It lasts longer. It stretches a longer length of time.
Okay, y'all, so I'm going to show you, I'm going to feed these dogs. And so then there's Cane's. And here's Buddy's. Now, Buddy gets scared really easy, so he may not come over because I have this light in his face. He doesn't know what it is, but you can see, Cane is really enjoying his food. Buddy's a little bit more timid. Buddy, come on, sweet pea. It's okay. It's okay, baby. Come on. See, he doesn't like, he may come, but okay, there he goes. But yeah, you can see they enjoy this. So I just wanted you all to see, how we feed our dogs and how much they really, really enjoy it. So I will see you all next time at 234 in La Casa. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And you know what? You all let me know what kind of kibble your dogs like, or if they are into the raw diet, or if they have allergies, or what kind of foods that they enjoy. I would love to find out and love to hear you all's feedback about what you think about kibble and, normal, just regular dogs eating like they would eat in the regular environment. I'd love to hear your feedback on that. Okay, well, you all have a great day, and I will see you all next time. Sending love to you all. Bye-bye.